Hey Transesh family, it's me, Imara Jones. I'm still in quarantine just like you, so here we go. A person by the name of Yuval Tapper Erez, they are transmasculine and documented their home birth inside of a home pool. It's received so many positive comments, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shares. It's because we all like birth. It's because we all need to feel that life is continuing even in the age of COVID-19. But COVID-19 still isn't stopping many of the unfortunate things that are happening to trans people, and it's shaping it in weird ways. For instance, in Panama, you can only buy groceries during COVID-19 on certain days according to your gender. And a trans woman, Monica, was profiled by the BBC for being assaulted, being felt by men who wanted her to prove that she was a woman in order to be out on a certain day. So we need to continue to watch that process. Hungary, in the midst of all of the COVID-19 mess, has decided it's a great opportunity to roll back protections for trans people. So there's still a lot of not so great things going on around the world during COVID-19, people taking advantage to do terrible things. We also continue to mourn this week the death last week of Amy Stevens, who has filed a Supreme Court case on behalf of all of us to make sure that we can keep our jobs as trans people and not be fired just because we are trans. That continues to impact people who are living, such as Barry Cheney, another article that was talked a lot on our timelines, who worked at Applebee's and was fired because she's trans, and the Supreme Court case can make a real difference in her life. So we're keeping an eye on all of that. And then on Instagram, which is always, the spot, the big conversation there was on this question of whether or not sex-wise, the assumption that transmasculine people, lots of transmasculine news this week, are always bottoms, and wanting to go into detail and into that. If you want to unpack love during the time of Rona, go over and look at that post. Also on our Instagram page is information from Snapco, based in Atlanta, on how people can apply for grants for mutual aid support during the age of Rona. So there's so much going on. Make sure that you tune in next week. That is Thursday, May 28th at 7 p.m. for the next Lives at Stake, focusing on the impact of COVID-19 on trans healthcare. Have an amazing rest of the week and weekend.